ain't been the same. Things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months saying I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail, cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months saying I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know.
All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. These two teams, of course, the Titans and Ravens, met in the postseason a year ago. And really, along with the Titans win the previous week in Foxborough, it was one of the shockers of the postseason. The Titans, a 6th seed on the road. The Ravens, they were the top seed, riding a 12-game win streak and coming off the first-round bye. But where that game was all Tennessee, they led 28-6 at one point. Ultimately winning 28-12 and sending them on to the AFC title game in Kansas City. On 2nd and 7, Wentz. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Mike 28.
Working from the gun. Wentz. And that's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
3rd down. And 8 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to air one out. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Davion Taylor there to bring him down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And 7 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing is Wentz. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Derrick Henry, the ball.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Henry. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying.
And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Man, I got you. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Throwing now is Wentz. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Ravens 0. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Quarterback, his pass.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
A 28-yard gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 11. option play on second down. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
A gain of 11 brings up 3rd and inches.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Titans 7, Ravens nothing.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
First down, Baltimore.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. This time Jackson will throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Jackson's
a gain of 6 there on 1st. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Called out a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
3rd down.
To throw is Jackson. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
And it's 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Watch twins. Watch twins. Check it back and check it back. 2-jet. 81.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Single. Check down, and one. Hey, got tight left.
On first down, Wentz. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Wentz now on first down. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Corey Davis.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at
no gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 48 for Mike.
Now Wentz. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Carrier.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
On the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
This is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory.
It's a game.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They go play action with Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something? Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Harold Landry in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. To try again after the sack. Jackson, high throw, but he makes the catch.
Complete.
A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
22 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson being chased out left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Harold Landry in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. His throw incomplete.
Jackson's
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Play action. It's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
a 36-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
2nd and 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. Now Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Jackson buying time to his left. And got his man complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 33 yards that time. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson now off the bootleg, rolling to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They're going option play on 3rd down. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball in his hands.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt the return.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this will be caught by Edwards. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here we go. Lady! Solid.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Wentz's pass.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
At the 49-yard line.
They'll run with Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Watch the pass.
Into the red zone, Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Hey, take a shot now.
In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. This one caught by Davis. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Brown. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Wentz now on first down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked picked off around the 37. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
At the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking downfield for Jones. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth-quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
First down, Dobbins. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And it's 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
31.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
The Titans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
48 mark. Blue down. Check 48's the mark. Check 48's the mark.
To throw, it's Wentz. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play that time for the Titans. 49 yards.
16-yard line.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
48 mark. Get ready.
To throw is Wentz. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 yards there for number 15. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Ravens 31, Titans 28. Greg Zerline set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On third down, here's Dobbins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. One final try now for Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith.
Today's final score, Ravens.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure